Let's talk BioWare and Mass Effect 5 and some of the rumored, and very clearly making sure everybody knows, rumored future possible political tampering, ideological tampering that could sink, well, BioWare into the ocean faster than Jack at the end of the Titanic. Mass Effect, a once beloved series that defines choice and character-driven storytelling. You could be a paragon of virtue, a renegade badass, or, let's be real, just here to flirt with all the digital booty. It was a game that gave you choices, unlike modern BioWare, which seems to be choosing to commit brand suicide. Now, according to that Park Place, there's a little rumor swirling around that BioWare might inject their political content into the next Mass Effect, but not at launch. And by political, I don't mean deep, nuanced themes that challenge players. I mean modern corporate flavor politics. DEI quotas slapping you in the face. So the rumor being that Mass Effect 5 will take out the political and ideological content until after launch and put it into updates and patches and to DLC, things of that nature. Okay, so we have from Kotaku in action here. I work as a contractor for Mass Effect 5. I do QA. I have a warning for you. We got an all-hands-on-deck meeting last week. Devs were asked to delay features, art, and content that may be deemed woke or political, and defer them to future patches. As QAs, we were asked to report if we audit or detect anything that might resemble them so they can be fixed. The company wants to launch the game as clean as possible and introduce woke stuff silently through patches. I fear this might be industry-wide. They wouldn't be issuing this so early otherwise, so tread carefully, that is all. But you have a response to that from Grums, and he says, basically, where's it at? There we go. This rumor is going around that BioWare is asking for woke content to be paused and delayed, perhaps patched in at a later time. I can tell you this, when management says delete this now, they don't really plan to add it later. They are saying that to keep their activists, employees from rioting, which may be true, but I am only going to be reporting on the rumor itself. So here's the thing, though. If BioWare is going to be selling players a product, and maybe, just maybe, they shouldn't pull the old bait and switch by changing that content after we've already paid for it, that's kind of like ordering a gourmet steak in the fanciest steak restaurant in the country and somehow being served tofurkey. Sure, I'm sure somebody might enjoy it, but not me. I ordered a fucking steak. And yes, as I've covered before anybody says, oh, it's just a rumor, yes, it is just a rumor. But let's not pretend that it's a far-fetched thing. Streaming services change things all of the time in shows and movies. So how long is it going to be before games follow suit? What's stopping BioWare from releasing a game and later patching in content nobody really asked for? Kind of like they're still speedrunning, alienating the fan base. So if BioWare promises a game, then retroactively changes it to include things that weren't in the marketing, are they flirting with false advertising? Now, I'm definitely not a lawyer, but if you're waving a contract around and the terms suddenly change, maybe they don't need to be surprised when they fail and the gamers speak out and possibly start getting sued. But, what do I know? I'm just a sarcastic dude playing a cartoon on the internet with a microphone and the need for caffeine that I can't have. So all I'm saying though is BioWare might want to tread a little carefully on that one, unless of course their long-term goal is to file for bankruptcy. So at the moment, BioWare's glory days are far behind the company. Its fan base is hanging on by a thread, and if you think injecting the divisive modern political content on the down low later on is going to save Mass Effect, then I've got bad news for you. I don't think so. It's more likely to spark a little bit of outrage more than ignite any interest in the game. Because now that people that are paying attention know this rumor, my assumption, my hope would be that they will wait and buy it until after some updates come out. So let me spell it out though. Fans loved Mass Effect. I loved Mass Effect, except for 3. That game was trash. Because it made them the hero. It didn't preach to anyone. It didn't make you feel less than anything. And changing that formula, I don't think is really a good idea. And hopefully they don't change that formula. Hopefully they stick with the tried and true. So what do you think about these rumors? And once again, they are rumors. It's not a verified fact. Do you think that BioWare is fully capable of releasing a halfway good Mass Effect 5 and then killing the game by inserting ideology later on through patches and DLC? I hope that's not the case. I just want good games, like everyone else. Leave the ideology at the door when you walk into your job, please. Anyway, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and share to this. And share this video with your friends. Hell, if you didn't like the video, share it with your enemies, because misery loves company and we're all in this shit together. Bye-bye.